What is up, guys? My name's Ryan. Welcome back to my channel. I'm not long in from work. That's why I'm just taking this off, because it's been a busy day today. So yeah, and I don't do much when I'm in work. Well, I do work. A lot of people will say that I don't work, but I do, because I'm actually a doorman, because I work for a charity shop. Don't worry, I'm not a proper like doorman or anything. I don't have like proper training to be a doorman. I'm not that good. But yeah, I did do a video last night, but it ended up not being that too good, because last night I couldn't find my other bit for my tripod, and I knew it was in my bag somewhere, but I couldn't find it, and the video didn't turn out that good anyway, to be honest. I know I don't do a lot on my channel, but I am trying to do my hardest and trying to do my best, and at least I'm still giving y'all videos to watch, because it's just like, it's hard enough to get content and doing like different things, and it's just like really hard to find the right content in that as well. And it's hard enough because some places don't allow you to film places like inside buildings, and I wish I can film inside where I do my badminton classes, but I'm not allowed. I would have, but I don't think I'm that brave just yet, because I wouldn't know where to start, to be honest. But I'm not allowed to do that kind of thing. I do have competitions coming up next month. I've got a badminton competition in Dundee, and that's not till the 24th. So, yeah. And then I've got one in October, and then that'll be in Perth, and that as well. So yeah, as I said, I am trying my hardest to give out content, but it's really hard because I don't know what to film, and I seem to be only like filming like when I'm in my room, or when I'm coming home from Jasmine's, or when I'm coming home from my support worker, and that's only at night time I do it, and that's it really. Most of the time it's usually in this room, and doing that is just, I don't know what to do, guys. I know most of my videos are based in here. I know I do my TikToks in-house, that's all fine and dandy, but if I was to do it anywhere else, I don't know how I'd feel. I'd probably feel embarrassed, to be honest, but I don't know. To be honest, because it's hard enough because I don't have the equipment or anything to do like my YouTube and my modelling and that. I mean, I'm only doing my YouTube via from my phone. That is it. And I am hoping to get more pictures up on my Facebook. I know I've been slacking a bit on my photos, putting them up on Facebook, and I'm trying my best to like do things and take pictures, and it's just trying to find the places, uh, and to take pictures, and of course filming and that as well. I mean, I would like to do like abandoned places, but for the fact that places like abandoned places could be quite dangerous, I know, but it's something I've always wanted to do ever since I started watching YouTube. I've watched a lot of people on YouTube, and they do like a lot of abandoned places, and they like through the night, and they do like paranormal investigations. Now I'm not that brave. I'd rather do it like during the day, to be honest. I mean, I'm not scared of ghosts or anything like, but um, I do believe in ghosts, but that's a different opinion. Other people have their opinions on that kind of thing, but I do believe in that kind of thing. People believe what they believe, pretty much. But I'm not that brave to do that kind of thing at night. I'd rather go through the day where it's uh, a lot better and it's a lot lighter and that as well. Um, and like doing like other things and like I want to do like my merchandise and that as well. I want to be able to design that kind of thing. Um, but unfortunately, I don't have the money to do that kind of thing. That excuse me. Uh, but I don't know. I think it's just because the way I am that when I'm around people, uh, and it's hard enough to promote my channel and that as well because it depends on like the kind of stuff other people like, and because this is mainly where all the magic happens when I'm doing videos in this very bedroom, and I get shy when I'm filming outside. Uh, because I don't know what other people will think, to be honest. I mean, I know I shouldn't let people uh, like do things like that, but like give me the hate speech on because I've got a woman Down syndrome, but it's a very rare form of Down syndrome. I've got a mosaic Down syndrome, but that doesn't stop me from doing this kind of thing, like YouTube and my modelling. I might be a bit, I might have like a bit of beef on me, but that's not going to stop me from doing what I love to do best, and that's getting content out there for you lot and doing videos, filming videos for you lot. I know I've just said the same thing, and doing modelling as well, because people are concerned about me on doing what I like to do best. And I don't want people to think that they're concerned or for my welfare. This is what I want to do in my life. I know I've said this a few times in my videos, but nothing's going to change in that. But anyways, I hope you all had a good weekend. I was with Jasmine at the weekend, staying over at hers. We had a good weekend, definitely. We had our first night out together. I wouldn't say it was like a pub crawl as such, because normally when we go out, it's with my dad, and I thought this was like a last minute kind of thing. That we decided to go out at night and go have a drink, and yeah, that was our first night out at the weekend on the Saturday night. We had a one drink in one pub and then had another drink before we can go and get the bus, because I want to say the last bus was at 20 to 11, I think it was. I just said the random time. Can't remember the exact time, but I actually want to say it was at that time, because the time we walked through the pub to back up to the bus station, we left a wee bit earlier to get our bus, so we didn't miss it. And yeah, that's what we done at the weekend. And then as soon as we got in, we had another drink, and then we went to our bed after that drink, because Jasmine was getting tired, and so was I, pretty much. But that's what drink does to you, though, guys. When you're having a good night out at the weekend and you have too much and giving it loudy and everything. If you don't know what giving it that loudy means, it's say having a laugh when you're out in weekend, having a good time and whatever else. If you're not from Scotland, that's what it means, having a laugh, having a good time. But I don't usually say that. Anyways, I usually just have like a laugh. That's not what I normally have. Usually say having a laugh. But it was a good weekend. Like, me and Jasmine went to the Falklands because there was an event there. She was wanting to go and see the ponies, but unfortunately, because they had said on the event on the Facebook page, they said they were doing pony rides. There was nothing there, so she was gutted that she didn't get that. It was the same when we were on holiday. There was said on a poster that they were doing horse riding, and we had got in contact with someone from someone in where we were in Aberfeldy, and we were told that they don't do it anymore. So she was gutted because she was Jasmine's got a fear of animals. She's already passed a fear from dogs, but she still has a little fear of dogs. Depends on what kind of dogs they are, and but she's still got a little bit of fear of dogs, even though she's got her own dog. Well, it's not her dog; it's her mum's dog, and she has to put up with my dog as well. And I've got a Bull Mastiff, and you've seen them in the last, in one of the other vlogs I've done recently. So yeah. And I want to do other projects and that as well, not for just YouTube or my modelling. As I said, I want to do like challenges and that, see what I like, and pranks as well. I'm still trying to think of a prank to do towards Jasmine. I'm not going to say too much because she watches my videos, but I've got one that lined up. Don't tell her. And if you see behind me, these are my posters. That's a new one I've done recently in the last couple of weeks ago. I done that one. That one there is like an old one I done. But this one is like one of my newest ones. So yeah, the reasoning why I done YouTube is because I look up to Jake Paul. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Jake Paul is a bit of a twat, but I don't think he is. Yeah, he can be a twat at times, but or an idiot. If you don't know what twat means, it's just an idiot. But in my opinion, he's not. I have watched some of his videos before. Yeah, he's got into trouble. He's had lawsuits on his hands and doing different things on his videos. I still watch a lot of his videos from his past and when he done Team 10 and everything. And watching his boxing matches as well because that's what he's into now. And he's got a new podcast, I think it's called. Better, it's BETR. I think that's his new podcast. I'll leave a link down below to it. And check out his channel as well. I'll leave a link down below to his channel as well. Also check out my other videos and that as well. All 400 odd videos that I've done. Because as I said, I want to do YouTube for a living, earn money. It's not just about the money, to be honest, guys. But I still need to earn money to keep and get my own house and see what I can do with YouTube and working with other people, like doing collabs, whatever. I am open to do a collab with people, but I'm not, as I said before, I'm not a professional YouTuber. I don't have the equipment because I'm only working from my phone. I've got a GoPro, but I think there's something wrong with it. But unfortunately, I can't take it back to the shop because I've only had it for like at least a few months, so I can't take it back because I think it's just a battery, to be honest, guys. Because I tried to do a video with my GoPro the other week when we went to Cooper, but unfortunately, I had like three or four bars and it still died on me, so I don't know what's wrong with it. Because it was a cheap GoPro, to be honest. I'm not going to say anything on here about it, but it was a cheap GoPro, and I don't have the money to get like proper equipment like a camera. I'm looking to get either a Canon or a Sony camera to do my vlogs and be more professional with my cameras. And I do have microphones there, so I don't really need microphones as such. But I've got I just need to get another camera because I do have a camera, but unfortunately it only takes pictures, doesn't take videos. I mean, I'm still grateful for that one. I got that for my 30th birthday from my mum and my stepdad. I did have pictures on my camera when I was away on holiday in Aberfeldy, but unfortunately I don't know what's happened to them, because when I look back, when I was trying to look back on my photos, I couldn't find anything. There was only like 2 pictures there, and it was pictures of our friend Caitlin. And yeah, so I don't know what else to do or talk about, to be honest. I mean, I keep saying that I've got projects lined up. I mean, I've got ideas written down, but it's having the time to do them. I'm wanting to try and do some like challenges, and do like pranks and that as well. And doing that kind of thing. My charger's cut. There we go. Because I bought it on charger at the same time. Because my phone was about to die on me, so I'm having to charge it before I go out tonight, because I've got my badminton tonight. So I'll let you have a look at my camera. This is my camera. It's a Nikon camera, and it doesn't take any videos, I'm afraid. Just takes pictures. But I've also got this. I actually thought this was broken at first, to be honest, because it wasn't going to turn on. The only reason I thought it was broken, it wasn't charged up properly. So yeah. Here are my microphones. This is one of them. That fits on my camera, and the plug there fits into it perfect, but I don't do much with it because it doesn't fit on my phone. I mean, it fits on my phone, but the sound doesn't work on it. Got this one, Opteka microphone. Do have a battery inside it, but I need to get a proper camera to do films. I've also got like one of the funny things for this one as well, and I've also got another microphone, and these microphones I've got here as a lavalier. That is a paper clip, because the clip that was on this, the original clip, had fell off, and it's trying to keep it plugged in, or like attached to me. But I've got another one somewhere. I think it's in my bag, to be honest. Somewhere in my bag. And I don't really need it when I'm in here. I only need it when I'm going outside, so you can hear me perfect. Because those fluffy things that's on them catches the wind, so you'll still be able to hear me. Let's see, it's in this one. Could be in this other pocket. Yeah. There's my other microphone there. Sorry about lighting, guys, but that's the other one that I've got. Jasmine also has one. I'm also selling badges as well, which I'm only going to sell locally at the minute. I've got badges on my bag. It's got official, well, it's not got official on it, but it's got Risers Army YouTube on it. So whenever I'm out with my bag, I can still promote my channel. And I've also got like wee stickers. Like I'll show you. Like these kind of things, like they're like labels. So when you're labeling things, I've written my channel and then I'm sticking them around lampposts and see if anybody would check out my channel and subscribe to my channel. So yeah. But for now, guys, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Make sure you smash that subscribe button down below. And make sure you look out for my new TikToks coming soon. And smash that subscribe button. I said that, shut up, Brian. But make sure you push that bell to be notified for when a new video drops. Like, push that thumbs up button to like my videos. Comment as well. If I can just see a comment, I'll reply back. And then share my content out there as well. To get me to 1,000 subscribers. That's my aim, is to get to 1,000 subscribers. But for now, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.